Even as a pro, for years I was a picture taker rather than a picture maker. The number one rule of my photography was stand in front of cool things. But photography is about more than a beautiful subject. It's about composition. It's about developing an image. Photography is the art of using light and composition to please the eye. On today's episode, I walk through my composition process as I wander through Namibia's incredible Quiver Tree Forest. We're all packed up. Seriously packed up. This is all the gear from everybody on this trip. Apparently, not everybody packs as light as I do, but we're about to hit the road. We're heading towards Quiver Tree. It's always the Brazilians' fault. Anyways, we're off to Quiver Tree.
Doesn't matter what they say, doesn't really matter what they do. Baby, got me breathing now, breathing now. Doesn't matter where I
Welcome to Quiver Tree. We made it back to Quiver Tree and it's bright, so let me turn that around. It's bright and sunny and beautiful here. I absolutely love it here. We're about to go do some sunset photography, but we got about an hour to kill, so I think we're gonna relax a little bit. It's such a strangely awesome place here at Quiver Tree Rest Camp. So we're not camping this time, we're at the lodge, and yeah, like I said, relax for a minute and then some photography coming up.
Welcome to this one-way ride. We're all on it, got to give it a go. All we got is hope. Don't you know? Wipe the floor of yesterday. You can change it.
We're just doing like a pre-meeting, like talking about photography, and this warthog just came up to say hi. But we're about to go in and take some sunset pictures.
And you're never alone, never alone. Doesn't matter what they say, doesn't really matter what they do. Let go, baby, let me breathing now. Let go, breathing now. Doesn't matter where I go, heart still open, cannot close. Let go, baby, let me breathing now. Let go, breathing now. Took my hand.
We're here inside the quivers, the quiver trees, and this place is just phenomenal. It's such a cool place to take pictures. I'm kind of working on the idea that I'd like to make 3 photos at sunset. So including star photos tonight, 4 photos total. The first photo I'm working on is kind of a sun-starred image directly into this backlight with the sun coming right behind one of these awesome trees. And I think I found the perfect tree for this.
Of the sand, we're all in it, better. Open your eyes, see the open sky. Don't you know? Shake whatever brings you down, all that ties you to the ground. 'Cause you're never alone, never alone.
Sent the group on mission to find a foreground, because one of the things that I think is a really important part of my images is depth. And I think in landscape photography in a place like this, the depth is so important just to give you dimension of things, to give you scale. And finding a foreground is proving to be quite difficult. It's really, really arid in here, but there's some green vegetation in bits and pieces that kind of work potentially as foregrounds. I also think something crazy is going to happen tonight in Namibia. We rarely get really nice sunsets in Namibia. Usually it's just way too clear sky, but it looks like there's some wispy clouds in the background. There could be some beautiful light tonight. So now that I've said that, I've jinxed it for everybody, but we're gonna sit on this image, wait, and hope it happens.
Doesn't matter what they say, doesn't really matter what they do. Let go, baby, let me breathing now. Let go, breathing now. Doesn't matter.
One of the participants, Terry, stopped me and said, I'm doing something a little bit creative. I'm gonna shoot straight up, and I think that's such an important thing. You can never forget when you're in the forest, out in places like this, to look up. It's so easy to just look out straight at your eye level, but looking up, you just get a whole different dimension, and these trees look phenomenal straight up. So that's exactly what I did. Kind of took a little bit of a lesson from the participant there, and I think I really like this photo.
No matter where I go, heart still open, cannot close. Let go, baby, let me breathing now. Let go, breathing now.
After getting the first two shots that I kind of like, I've been walking around almost aimlessly trying to find a foreground and a composition that doesn't put my, my shadow in the frame, that somehow doesn't have a messy background. And at the end of the day, I think I've just come to a point that I need to go to simplicity here. And what I've done is I've followed the rule of odds, and I've found three elements that really work well to balance themselves. There's this one really small quiver tree in the foreground, and then a bigger one behind it that's kind of framed below it, and then a frame within a frame, there's a third quiver tree in the background. So I'm just gonna sit and wait on this image and hope that the sun lights up the sky in the background pretty soon and we get a really, really nice sunset on this image. I think this has the potential to come out really nice. The sky is just exploding in colors and pinks and blues, and there's this really, really nice soft light still from the sunset. So I'm knocking this photo out. I've got, let's see what I've got. I've got f16 because the tree's quite close, 6 seconds, ISO 100, and I'm gonna fire that. That looks so good. It's a really, really simple photo, but it just looks really nice. I've also got a 3-stop soft grad ND on, just to hold back some of this light in the foreground. And yeah, like I said, really, really simple shot, but I really, really like it. I think it's time to head in and get some dinner, and then we're gonna come out and shoot star photography. But star photography is really, really hard to vlog because it's dark. So instead, I'm gonna share some of the photos from our star photography shoot with you right now, and then give a quick chat about them after. A fun but kind of short star shoot. There was a lot of moonlight. It's so bright that it kind of made it a bit of a challenge. Also, I tried to really only get 2 shots because the goal on this trip isn't to make the best images I can ever make. It's to help other people make absolutely cool images. So focused a lot of my energy on trying to guide people through the star photos so that as the trip progresses, their star photos get better and better and better. I have no idea what my photos look like because I snapped one, then I set a 16-minute exposure in a direction that I thought was south, and it didn't end up being south, so who knows if that image is gonna look good, but it was fun regardless, and an awesome start to this Namibia trip with this awesome group. Tomorrow, I'm gonna start with a little bit of animal photography and then on to the ghost town of Kolmanskop. I think that's how you pronounce it. So tomorrow's gonna be an awesome day of photography here in Namibia. I'll see you guys there. Peace.